Hello and welcome to today's episode of NYSC Half Hour. I am Nkem Agunwa. Today, we talk with the Acting Director, Special Duties in the Office of the Director General, Musa Abubakar, as he speaks about the effort of the scheme to ensure all orientation camps are COVID-19 free and the scheme's contribution in complementing the non-pharmaceutical interventions in the fight against the pandemic. Stay with us.
In March 2020, at the advent of the COVID-19 pandemic, it escalated when 2020 batch A corps members were already on camp. They were about 10 days old when NYSC management now decided to close the camps to safeguard the lives of corps members on camp. So when we suspended the orientation, we now wrote to then Presidential Task Force on COVID-19, now Presidential Steering Committee on COVID-19, and they facilitated our collaboration with the Nigeria Center for Disease Control, NCDC, where we sat from March up to October 2020. We have been sitting with the Nigeria Center for Disease Control on the best way to approach reopening of the orientation camps with a strict emphasis on the safety of all members of the camp community. So after several deliberations, we arrived at reopening the camp in November 2020. But before that, we took several steps. We sat down with them and arranged, that is even prior to the advent of the COVID-19, that is what we call pre-camp inspection. We do it before we commence any orientation. We move around all the orientation camps to ensure that all our facilities are okay, to ensure that we have all, especially on the issue of security of the camps, and then how to take care of corps members health-wise. We do that even before the advent of the COVID-19. With the advent of the COVID-19, we now drafted a risk assessment format where we move around all the camps with the NCDC to see measures we put on ground for the safety of corps members when they resume. So we went around and checked. They also asked us to carry out some adjustments to our orientation camps so that we will be able to contain all the protocol measures that are required for us to open. One of the things is that you must reduce the capacity of the camp. So reduce the capacity of the camp to 40-45%. We also make sure that there is a bed spacing, 2-meter bed spacing between beds. Now we normally use double bunk beds in camps. So this time around, we are using only one person per bunk instead of two, so that we observe the social distancing and other security safety measures. We also created several wash hand bays where corps members and other members of the camp community, we imbibe the spirit of constant washing of hands and application of sanitizers or disinfectants. So we did that in all the camps. So to ensure that corps members assimilate and adhere to what is expected of them, we posted on their dashboards safety measures, guidelines for them to follow when they come to the camp. And then we made it in such a way that when you are called up, before you are able to print your call-up letter, you must open the safety measures, print and read before you get access to where you print your call-up letter. So apart from that, we also hold a webinar with the prospective corps members where we interact with them, the Director General, NYSC, Director General, NCDC, and some experts in infection prevention and control and risk communication will talk to the corps members, prospective corps members, to tell them what is expected of them. We also we have what we called self-reporting format, COVID-19 self-reporting format. They will have to fill that when they are about to print their call-up letter. They will have to fill that self-reporting format, where they will tell us the history of their travels, where they went to in the last 2-3 weeks. Then they will have to present that at the gate. When they print and present the reporting format at the gate, NCDC will now use that to test prospective corps members before they are allowed into the camp. And it's only those that turned negative that are allowed into the camp. All camp officials and other members of the camp community, like our camp hands, the camp market operators, they must all go through the test before they are allowed. And another measure we took is to reduce the number of camp market operators. We have also scaled down the number of physical lectures. We now resorted to the use of virtual lectures to ensure that we don't keep corps members in a closed setting for a long time. Any person you see that is allowed access into the camp has been certified to be negative. Both corps members, visitors, and camp officials, you must be certified negative before you are allowed into the camp. So any positive case we see for prospective corps member or camp official or visitors, we refer them to NCDC. So there has not been any positive case inside the camp. For those occupants of the orientation camps, there has not been any positive case. While the camp is on, we do random sampling and test, and luckily we have not had anyone that is found positive. Every morning we check the temperatures of every person in the camp, both corps members and camp officials. Early in the morning we subject them to a temperature test to ensure that they are okay. These are the measures we take. Everybody must put on a face mask throughout the orientation period. If you notice the pictures of corps members in the camp during this last 1 year, you see that everybody has his face mask on.
He commends the role corps members played, particularly during the lockdown, to curb the community spread of the virus.
We have been encouraging corps members to do that. Like during the last National Sports Festival, it's corps members that provided a face mask that athletes used during the festival. We have also gone ahead to ensure that we produce a standard face mask. Standard Organization of Nigeria is the apex standardization body of any product you produce. Let me show you a sample of our face mask that is certified by Standard Organization of Nigeria. So we continue producing both the face mask and other non-pharmaceutical things for corps members. Sometimes we encourage them to go and donate to indigent people in the society.
He reiterates the measures put in place by the scheme to ensure the safety and security of its corps members.
It's written on their call-up letters now that they should not embark on night journeys. So any opportunity we have to address corps members or prospective corps members, we talk to them against traveling in the night. We also are in collaboration with the Federal Road Safety Corps and Nigerian Union of Road Transport Workers to help us discourage any corps member or prospective corps member they see that wants to embark on night journeys. And then recently, to ease the journeys of corps members and prospective corps members, the Director General has approached the Federal Ministry of Aviation so that we will have a rebate for corps members that would want to travel by air. We are also making attempts to ensure that at the state level we have recognized prominent transport companies with responsible drivers that will be used in conveying core members and prospective core members to their destination. NYSC is the most important reference point in any graduate's life. So any opportunity we have, we advise them on how to be patriotic, how to encourage national unity and integration, and how to be also self-employed, because white-collar jobs are very scarce now. So that is why we have the Skill Acquisition and Entrepreneurship Development Program. We have also gone ahead to introduce the NYSC Trust Fund, so that we will fund all core members. We give startup capitals to all core members that are interested in becoming entrepreneurs.
Nigeria serves, Nigeria we serve.
The National Youth Service Corps is working actively to ensure the safety of all corps members. Corps members are advised to adhere strictly to the scheme's code of conduct. Do not travel out of your state of deployment without permission from the state coordinator. And when traveling, avoid night trips. It is dangerous. You are valuable to us. Please listen to this word of caution. We move on to our next story on Goni Bukar Mohammed, an indigene of Borno State and a graduate of Agric Extension Management from Mohammed Lawan College of Agriculture. He was deployed to Plateau State in 2016 for his service here, where he learned the skill of fashion designing and has remained in the state since then. Since 2015, he has been a SAED trainer and has trained hundreds of corps members in several SAED centers across the state. Let's go and meet him.
I'm Goni Bukar Mohammed by name. I came from Borno State. I came to Plateau State as a youth corps member. I studied Agric Extension Management in Mohammed Lawan College of Agric. I served 2015-2016 in Plateau State.
With dedication and selflessness, Nigeria serves, Nigeria.
SAED is very important to me because I learned a lot from SAED. I learned fashion and designing in SAED. When I'm in Borno State, I know how to sew female dress only. But when I came into camp, they introduced SAED to me. I started learning male work. After I finished the serving, I said, okay, since that I learned this thing from Plateau State, so why don't I base in the Plateau and invest? So when I started this job in Plateau, I just have one machine. And due to Mama SAED, the HOD of SAED in Plateau, she introduced me to camp. I came to camp as a trainer. Every year from 2015 up to today, I'm training corps members in SAED. I have a lot of corps members that I train in fashion and design. From that 2016 up to today, I still have corps members. Like now, I have 3 corps members with one ex-corps member. She's working under me. I have not less than 10 to 20 corpers that I train in my own shop. But we also train corps members in SAED Skill Center at NYSC. That is in every CDS. In Jos North, we have SAED Skill Center that we used to train corpers every Tuesdays and Wednesdays after their CDS. And also I train corps members in Bariki Ladi, and I'm happy with SAED due to this opportunity that they have given to me.
I would like to say that my staying here and learning is good, because here you learn and practice. You don't only learn, you learn at times, then they will leave everything to you. You put things together, and when the boss comes, it is going to examine it to see if there is any mistake then he will correct it.
Instructor here is a very nice man. He doesn't force you to do something. Better still, if you don't get it, he will come back and give you proper grooming and proper understanding on what you are doing so that you can get it right and get it very well. So it has been very awesome, it has been very good. And I also have a plan. After here, I'll go out there and also establish a fashion house and also get other people incorporated in the system too. And one of my plans is to reduce the rate of unemployment that is on in the country now. As to what? To be my own boss and also have people working under me where I will pay them. And at least it will help the nation and also help people.
I've got the opportunity to learn fashion and designing in Mangu Camp orientation. So all I have to say for some of our core members is not for them to fold hands and be sitting in NYSC camp lodge. No, let them come out and have something to do. Let them engage themselves in different skills and have something to help the Nigeria entirely.
I learned so many things. I was introduced to so many things when I was in camp: bag making, bead making, and tailoring. But in camp, I did bag making, and I continue after the camp. So when I finished that one, because that one just took me for just 3 months, and when I finished the training, I came back for tailoring. I like Plateau State. The weather is okay. The cost of living is not expensive, and that,
I really appreciate all the staffs of NYSC, from the federal level up to the down level of state and local government. I also appreciate what federal government did to gather youth from various places as a family to serve their nation. I really appreciate that.
Nigeria's us, Nigeria we serve.
What an inspiring story. The NYSC SAED program is indeed touching lives. In a related story, we highlight Ojo Oluwatosin Okpeyemi, the CEO of Food Truck Collection. He is an indigene of Ekiti State and a graduate of accounting from Ekiti State University. In 2016, he was deployed to Kwara State for his service here, where he learned the skill of leatherwork through the NYSC SAED program. He met his wife during his service here. She was actually his SAED trainer. Let us meet Okpeyemi.
My name is Ojo Oluwatosin Okpeyemi. I'm the CEO of Food Truck Collection. I'm from Ekiti State, the airport doing Felodun local government of Ekiti State. I finished from Ekiti State University. I studied accounting, and I was mobilized to Kwara State for my service here in the year 2016. I was opportune to know about SAED, and after my service here, I developed so much interest in leather work. That's when I tried to put resources together to establish myself. And so far so good, it has been good. I met my wife in SAED. She's an ex-corps member too, that was retained to train on fashion design. And during that time, when I learned leather work, I don't know how to match machine. And I walked to the secretariat of NYSC when they were in Fati. And I met the woman in charge of fashion designing in person of Izikwe Ogechi Ruth. That I want to learn how to match machine because I know how to do bags and shoemaking. she was the one that attended to me, that she will teach me how to do everything. And along the line, when she started teaching me, she started showing caring. She cared for me. She used to, though I did not really have money then, she's the one that is giving me tips just for me to survive. But when I now look at it, that what can I do to pay her back? I look at her that, can you marry me? And she said yes. That's how we got into one another.
You obey the clarion call. Let us lift our nation high. Under the sun or in the rain, with dedication and self.
I really appreciate the NYSC because they give me the footsteps to take on having a bright future with this handwork. Because in my days in schools, I find it very difficult to learn due to the academic stuff. But coming to NYSC, I find it encouraging and as an opportunity to achieve a thing in life. Because I'm a young boy, but at least if I just encourage myself to study on this aspect of handwork, I will be something in life.
The feeling I get when I make something and it becomes beautiful, especially footwear, I actually, I like it. I really, really love it because one day I hope to have a fashion outlet where I dress up people, both male and female children, male children, female children. I start from the garments down to the footwear. So that is why I am here to learn shoemaking. So I want to say a very, very big thank you to NYSC for giving us this opportunity because it is actually a rare privilege, which I personally do not take for granted.
You obey the clarion call. Let us lift our nation high. Under the sun or in the rain, with dedication and selflessness, Nigeria's all.
I will always appreciate and support NYSC in whatever they are doing. They gave me the impression to discover myself because I was like, how am I going to survive in life? That's the way I used to think before. I have the impression that it's not possible for me to do this thing. But when I got to NYSC, I received a word then that I can. In everything I want to do. Even though thousands of people are saying, this thing will not work, I will tell them it will work for me. And NYSC has been so good to me. SAED has been so good to me. They gave me a level playing ground to showcase myself. And they have been so supportive in every area.
Nigeria's all, Nigeria we serve.
Indeed, the NYSC gave Okpeyemi a level playing ground, gave him a reason to believe in himself and his abilities. Today, he is an entrepreneur, a wealth creator, and an employer of labor. That is the spirit of the NYSC SAED program, building self-reliant youth who would contribute positively to the country's economy. On that note, we will be right back.
NYSC vows to sustain enforcement of protocols, warns against complacency. The Director General of the National Youth Service Corps, Brigadier General Swahibu Ibrahim, has pledged the commitment of the scheme towards the sustenance of strict enforcement of COVID-19 preventive and safety protocols in order to guarantee seamless and smooth orientation course and service year. He was speaking during a webinar session on COVID-19 measures for safe orientation camp jointly organized by the NCDC and NYSC and supported by World Health Organization, WHO. He further warned against complacency by the prospective corps members and the other members of the camp community, noting that the camp courts have been empowered to try and mete out appropriate disciplinary measures to violators of the safety protocols. General Ibrahim stated that the NYSC is in partnership with relevant health organizations for the provision of COVID-19 vaccines and urged prospective corps members to avail themselves of the opportunity to be vaccinated during and after the NYSC orientation course. He congratulated prospective corps members on their successful graduation from various academic institutions. 2021 Batch B Stream 2 Orientation Course. The Management of National Youth Service Corps wishes to inform the general public, especially prospective corps members, that the 2021 Batch B Stream 2 Orientation Course has been scheduled to hold in all NYSC orientation camps as follows. Commencement and registration, Wednesday, 1st September 2021. Cut-off date for registration, midnight Saturday, 4th September 2021. Swearing-in ceremony, Tuesday, 7th September 2021. Closing ceremony, Tuesday, 21st September 2021. Prospective corps members are to fill COVID-19 Rapid Diagnostic Test (RDT) self-reprinting form and print verification slip to be presented in camp for COVID-19 test before registration. All prospective corps members slated for the 2021 Batch B Stream 2 Orientation Course are advised to proceed to their respective camps as slated on their call-up letters, while foreign-trained graduates are to report to the camp with their international passport and original copies of all uploaded documents. Prospective corps members are strongly advised not to embark on night journey to the orientation camps in order not to endanger themselves. They are also advised to break their journey if it's going beyond 6 p.m. and pass the night in military or police barracks, NYSC State Secretariat, corps lodges, and other safe places. PCM should diligently read the call-up letter as it contains all relevant information and guidelines. Parents and guardians are enjoined to warn their wards to be security conscious and not to board vehicles by the roadside or vehicles unregistered with the NURTW while traveling to camp. They are advised to use only government-approved motor parks in order not to fall prey to criminals. We wish to inform Nigerians that all COVID-19 safety protocols will be strictly adhered to in the orientation camps. We have partnered with the NCDC and state health officials to ensure COVID-19 free orientation camps. Liaison with security agencies is also ongoing to ensure the safety of all corps members. Enquiries where in doubt should be made, and NYSC will readily provide information. National diploma certificates must be presented in addition to other relevant documents by prospective corps members of mono and polytechnics as precondition for registration at the orientation camps nationwide. Prospective corps members are strongly advised not to present any fake documents for registration at the orientation camp. Management has put in place adequate machineries to clamp down and prosecute anyone caught. In observance of COVID-19 protocols, prospective corps members are to report to camp strictly on the date stipulated on their call-up letters and abide by all COVID-19 non-pharmaceutical interventions. Every prospective corps member is therefore expected to come to camp with enough face masks and personal pocket-sized hand sanitizer. The Director General, Brigadier General Shwahibu Ibrahim, wishes all prospective corps members safe journey to the respective orientation camps nationwide and a successful service year. Signed, Management.
Thank you for staying with us on today's episode of NYSC Half Hour. We always love to hear from you. Please write to us on the online handles displayed on your screens right now, and we would write back. Remember, the safety of corps members in our communities is the responsibility of you and I. Until I see you next time, I am Nkem Agonwa. Stay safe.